November, December.
Did baby go with you?
Yes.
Alright. So you and baby went to Texas to Ethan.
Yes.
Okay.
And that was the first time that he met her because he didn't really have anything to do with her up until that point.
Okay.
Okay, so sometime in December, me and Hunter moved in together.
Hunter's boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
But at that time, Evelyn was not with me when I started staying there because Ethan had her.
Alright, so when you and baby went to Texas in November, the first time she met Ethan, did she come back with you?
Yes.
Alright, so y'all went to Texas, had a couple weeks.
Yeah.
She come back with you.
Mm-hmm.
And then walk me through from November to December.
Okay, I had her up until, me and Hunter didn't start staying together until probably like the middle towards the end of December.
Okay.
So up until that point, I lived in the trailer at my dad's.
Right.
I know it wasn't any longer than like December 25th because I was with Hunter on Christmas, and also that's when the lights got cut off because I just completely like had moved all my stuff out.
Okay.
Okay, and then Ethan got her.
When?
On Christmas Day, me and Hunter, we came back from Pigeon Forge because on Christmas Eve, me, my dad, Hunter, like everybody took a trip to Pigeon Forge, and then Christmas morning we came back and he got her then.
Did he come up and get her? Did you take her to him?
No, we took her to him.
Where did you take her?
Wherever his grandparents' house is, got like a long gravel driveway, it's off our town of Lockville.
Okay, so it's local. Alright, so what made you all take her to him? Because he's not been in her life.
Well, because he was like complaining about wanting to know her. I mean, like that's her dad. I was trying to give him a fair shot, you know what I mean?
Was your plan to leave her?
No, I wanted to get her back.
Okay.
And then the fire was on the floor over here, then on the sofa. So I'm pretending this is the sofa and this is our floor. So it was right here and right here. And I saw the candle that was over here. So there was covers everywhere because the kids always get on about, they leave a lot of covers laying around all the time. I mean, there's like 10 quilts and LOLs and blankets and all this. So they were all right here. So I take a whole bunch of them and I go and like basically smash down on the sofa and the fire to put it out. So I got a burn and then I was like, get up again and started running at that point because it wakes him up. He's alert. He's realizing that the covers and everything's on fire, the carpet's on fire, and we all go outside. So we get in Albert's truck and we drive off. And I drove off in panic because I saw that I put the fire out. So I knew that there was no, you know, like nothing wrong, like it wasn't going to keep going. I drove off in panic because I was like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Like, we break the carpet, you know, we done this and this. Gannon's upset, freaking out because he's scared he's going to get in trouble and da-da-da-da-da. So, you know, like the whole talk was going on. So we drove maybe around the block a little bit and came right back. So we came back in and like developed a plan for the next day to figure out, honestly, we were going to fix the carpet and try to like not say anything. And the reason for that is because like Albert freaks out about every little thing. If the kids do something and I'm on like, it's me, and he'll be like, you didn't do this, you weren't being a good stepmom, you weren't doing this, you weren't doing that. And so we both kind of were like a little like worried about it, and he gets very like crazy like if something goes wrong.
10:40 p.m. Where were you at 10:40 p.m.?
As I was turning on 204, I was probably going to go payback or something. Payback front from him. To be honest with you, I was going to go pay back a $20 front for him.
For who?
For Danny. Daniel, that's who King is. That's Danny. He had $20 a week. I went and paid it back. Whatever. But he was awake at that time. He was up. He was awake at that time. Quentin had just went to sleep. He had stopped all the crying and all that stuff. And that's why I left, because he went to sleep at 10:30. You know, and it only takes you 12 minutes to get to a 4 if you take 16.
So that would have been important for us to know before. So that's what we have to understand everything. And you just, you know, you have to be kind of open book.
I wasn't
good or bad.
Yeah, it's not like I was trying to keep it. I'm trying to replay everything over and over, and I've been doing it all day. All day. I forgot about that. That was not on my mind. My mind is, this is where I went, this is what I did, this is the last time I see my son, and I need him here now.
And you mentioned he was crying a lot.
Yeah, he was done.
Was that abnormal for him?
No, it's not like crying. Like, it wasn't crying. He does, talking to himself, a constant baby talk. It's almost like he's singing to himself.
I don't know their names, but I kind of know around about where they live.
So now this man that don't know your child is taking your child to someone's house that you don't even know their name?
Well, it was his friend. Like, I understand where you're coming from, but also I was really trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, because he never helped me with everything.
How many benefits of the doubt are we going to give him in the story before you start telling me the truth? Because there's two ways this can go, okay? In order to do our job, we got to have your cooperation, and you've got to be honest with us, okay? But if you sit here and you continue to lie, which I know you're doing, it's not going to end well, okay? Because at the end of the day, we're going to figure out what happened. We are. Okay?
And that was today?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a history of trying to harm yourself?
No.
Or?
He'll say things like, he tried to say something about, like, I'll grab a knife, and he is not true. I do not do that. Like, I have never done anything like that in my entire life. Never have received any kind of counseling for anything prior to anything like that, disturbing nothing like that. So there would be no, like, reason. And I told you in the beginning that mental health thing, I've always tried to put a blocker up, because I know that, things in your life can cause those problems, and I never did anything like that. Like, I might be like, because I was raised in the country, so it might be like if someone says something to me, I'd be like a funny thing, like, you better watch out, like that type of thing.
Sure, yeah.
But not anything that would have been like, I'm going to cut myself and harm myself. He was, like in his military mode, protection mode, and...
Well, he cares about you.
There's a lot of reasons why I've been counseling, dude. My mother's been in and out of my life. I watched her OD and get buried in fucking leaves in the ditch by her friends, and this love is there. I've been in so many situations, and I just want people to understand that I would never cause any harm towards any of my kids the way I have been hurt. I just won't. I sit here and I do have issues with this because I take all the blame on me. Anything that goes wrong, I take it in. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really shouldn't.
Not return my calls.
So when were you going to notify us about your baby?
If he didn't meet me tomorrow.
Oh, tomorrow. Why tomorrow? Because you waited months and you not cared in months. So why tomorrow would you notify us?
I was going to try to meet him tomorrow to get her.
Have you talked about that?
He told me he'd give her back to me in about 2 months.
We're having really bad chest pain. I'm just asking to be out so I can breathe. It's tight and closed, and I'm claustrophobic.
You just need to sit down on the couch.
It's really hurting, sir.
Sit down on the couch.
Sir, I can't breathe. I'm just asking you to open the door.
On all sides, to be honest with you. It may not be comfortable for everybody. Yeah. And I've done things that if I get caught for, I'm not going to be comfortable, I can tell you that. It's just the way life is. But it's not the end of the road either. And that's what we have to keep in mind. It's not the end of the road.
Just a random question.
Sure.
Are there cameras in all of the rooms?
I have
just
no
some?
freaking clue. I've never been in this part of the building, so
Well, I know this is
my
new.
guess would be yes.
We're going to go get something to drink.
I really
I mean, here's what
everything I know.
I think you're at peace. Whatever happened to this little girl, you're at peace with it.
I'm not at peace with it.
Well, you don't act like you're not at peace with it.
That's what I think too. I think you pulled it up on December 21st. That's when you started talking about it.
There has been
2 months to process it.
You're at peace with it.
I'm not at peace with it.
Well, why is it that whatever Evelyn is, whether she's alive or whether she's dead,
You're at peace with it.
I'm not at peace with it.
You don't show it.
Just because I'm not crying all the time.
I'm not saying crying all the time. It's a little more than just crying all the time. I mean, like I said, I'm a parent. I have 3 kids of my own. If one of them, and they're older, and if one of them were gone, you couldn't tie me down anywhere, because I would be out if I was on foot in the snowstorm looking for them. But not you. You're out here at Bowling Rock, Ripley's Aquarium, going to pick up Olive Garden. Life is normal for you. She's gone, and you're at peace with it.
I mean, no, it wasn't exactly normal.
You're at peace with it. You're with Hunter. You're with him, doing anything with him, running around here, going places.
That does not mean I was at peace.
And Evelyn's gone.
That doesn't mean I was at peace with it.
How does it not? Because you were there. Not here with her, not looking for her. You were there with him. Are you at peace with it?
No!
When I reached out to people about getting help, I said, hey, I need someone who's going to help me to help you guys. I couldn't get that from anyone at all.
We are happy to help you.
Okay, so I understand you might say you have, like, whatever evidence that you might say you have, but that's not a case. I did not hurt my child, okay? Need more assistance besides just FBI. You're probably going to need some DEA, probably need a lot of help.
Well, I'm happy to get whatever help.
Okay.
How do you know?
But I can't help you unless people are willing to help me, and I did offer every opportunity to sit down and talk with not only my husband, but with Landon, to try to come up with the best plan to do it.
And doing from the very beginning, from that first day. So they wrote me off within the first couple hours. So
I don't know if that's true.
That was the direct words that they pretty much gave to myself, and even they had said that to my parents. So, I mean, I'm not trying to say something derogatory towards someone, but
no, it's okay. We're just talking.
Yeah.
We're just chatting.
So that was the only time they ever made any effort to try to talk to me one-on-one. And
no, it was kind of difficult.
It was kind of difficult considering.
Well, considering, obviously, in light of everything that's going on and the fact that you've been arrested for other things, makes it a little more difficult to sit down and even talk to you. Mm-hmm. It's not that we haven't wanted to.
Yeah. But I do have counsel, and that's something that, you know, my attorney's always been a phone call away. And it shouldn't have taken it getting to this point, you know, 3 months in.
Has your attorney ever told you that we would like to speak to you?
And we had agreed, him and I together, that we would all sit down together, him and I, and you guys, and, you know, we'd entertain whatever questions.
You've not told us. Is that true?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what, you know, we've been around this circle, around and around and around and around. You know, and we've been nothing but nice to you. Give you every opportunity to tell us. We are trying to help you. Do you understand that?
I do.
And when you tell us lies,
it doesn't help. I know.
When we've got all these resources tied up running down bullshit.
When you talked about like the delusions and things like that, or just Francie's mind, is there something that would, you know, things that are not supposed to be, you know, or like demanding some attention, you know, is there something that
he was a good baby. When it was time to lay down, he would sit down and watch on the sofa.
Was that ever annoying or just kind of really distracting?
It was cute, honestly. It was someone actually singing to himself. We would sit there and laugh about it, trying to stay up his side, sleeping and jump out. You know, I'd peek around the corner.
I mean, I have 2 cats and I barely take care of them. I can't imagine 3 children and the stress and everything.
And here's what it's going to look like, is that you were the last one with Gannon. Nothing on this angel thing we can't authenticate any of that. When you say it's all off camera, like with the black Impala in the parking lot. We have cameras for that whole place, and we don't see you meet with anybody.
Well, can you like show me that so that I can show you what direction?
But you would know where it is. Where did you meet?
I said what direction, because I'm not from Colorado, so can I show you like on camera or that video that you're talking about what direction? Like where it would be at, so maybe you could pull, like, if you wanted to pull a camera off at another place. I mean, because there's lots of places you could have pulled a camera off of. That's all I'm asking for. I mean, that's offering help.
Yeah, it's help, but Gannon goes into this car. I mean, this is a person that you trust.
I do.
Right?
That's the thing. What am I supposed to do?
So then why would you go home and say that he's here, that he's now gone away, that you're leading...
I never said he was here, now gone away.
Well, that he was at the house. Yeah, but do you see where I'm going with that? Why would you make up that story to law enforcement?
What story?
That he was going to a friend's house.
Because if her nephew was a friend. I mean, I don't understand how that's a problem.
You know this, okay. You know this. This is the last day. If I tell you I think you all of that. Yeah, but don't leave me bring her on, man. Don't leave us on like this on too long. Okay? This is for your baby. This is to give her the proper attention. Where's she at?
There's only two places I can make the brush you.
Where's she at?
I think that there's somewhere closer. I think she's somewhere at Dad's right now.
At his house?
Maybe somewhere like, you know, that like the dog store. I think she's either there or she's somewhere at Dad's. So she's somewhere close.
Underneath the dock at Hunter's.
I don't know if she's underneath there. I'm just...
Is that what you're trying to tell me? I'm not putting words in your mouth.
That is just my theory. She has to be
no, I don't want to. We're not looking at theories, son. You need to bring her home.
He said that she was somewhere close to the lunch places I can think that he would take her.
You're honest with you? Okay, but you know this part.
I don't know for sure. I'm trying to help you all. I swear I am at this point in time.
This is the ending. Okay? Let's bring her home. Let's bring her home.
There's a bunch of places I think that he would even have time to take her. She wasn't going very long.
Well, regardless of time, there has to be a reason that you would know that. Okay? Because
he said she was somewhere close.
In that time, there's only X amount of places she could be. Okay? But you're specifically narrowing down those two places. Right? Do you know that?
She was somewhere close.
Help me with this, Maggie. When he took her out with the driver, how was she dressed?
You know that picture I have of her? She's in her little penguin suit.
She's in the penguin suit. Is she wrapped up in her blanket?
She was wrapped up in...
Did you give her to him?
Picked her up.
You picked her up. Where was she?
On the bed. I held her for hours because I didn't want to let her go.
And that's okay. We need to bring her home. Okay? We need to bring her home today. Just tell us where we can go get her.
I don't know for sure how old you are. I think she's at...
Okay, home.
Harming Gannon, why would you clean up the blood that's on the wall?
So you're saying you've never had anything happen in your house and you cleaned it up? Never. Like, you've never had, like...
Why would you cut out the carpet?
Nosebleeds. The carpet?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was going to get more carpet. It doesn't... The carpet has nothing to do with cutting it out. It's getting the smell. It stunk. I couldn't breathe. None of us could breathe.
Did you say that Lena helped you clean up some of the blood on the wall?
Lena always helps us clean up everything. Lena helped us clean up the light switch. Lena helped us clean up when Gannon had a nosebleed.
You tell him, hey.
I'm just saying again. He was like, well, you can't be calling when we're both going to go to jail.
Why can't you call someone?
Because he said we were both going to go to jail. He didn't care of it.
For her just rolling over, or you rolling over on him? Or on her?
I don't think I rolled over on her though. I don't know if he did an accident or what. Like I said, I slept with her like her whole life before that. With her up against me right next to me, I never rolled over on her.
Say generalizations when I ask you, how was it?
Why? I don't even know what you're asking me.
The injury that caused that pool in the corner. It's not a little scratch on his head.
Okay, why don't you test it and see what day it came from? If that's what you're telling me, why don't you test it and see what day?
So it didn't happen on Monday.
No, I'm
it happened
asking
on
you.
Saturday.
I'm asking you. You are the one who are telling me, no matter what I say, you're telling me it's your way or no way. So why don't you tell me
Well,
what
I'm
day
saying
that
it's
was?
a significant enough injury that he was not going to be normal after that.
No, what?
Yep.
Oh, God.
That's what they told me.
Okay, well, that is awful that people aren't normal after anything like that.
It's a significant
Because I had
injury.
puddles of blood. I remember that I had
We're
puddles
not
of blood.
talking about you. We're talking
I
about
know.
11-year-olds.
I said I did, and it